Hey everyone, this is Pip Coleman coming in to do the Find Your Soul show, and today is full moon day. It is actually, full moon was last night, but 14th of June. So today's the 15th and we are talking about the full moon in Sagittarius, and it was actually a super moon last night, so you'll notice that it looks a little bit bigger. And that means the energy is a little bit more amplified because the moon is a bit closer to the earth, or it looks a bit closer to the earth. So we are in the space of Sagittarius, which means this beautiful card, full moon in Sag. Look at that gorgeous moon. That is what we could see last night. And the cool thing about Sagittarius is Sag is all about seeing the bigger picture. It's all about looking at things from a higher perspective. So it's my sister actually got this card the other day over the long weekend. She pulled the card of giraffe out of the spirit animal deck, and that card is all about looking and seeing the bigger picture. So now is a really good time to look at the successes that you've had in your life, the goals that you've achieved, the things that have been your dreams and desires that have happened, and seeing them. Just step back for a minute and take stock of what you've done, what you've achieved. Hi Kerry and Kate, nice to see you. It's really important to do that sometimes, to step back and actually go, let's celebrate where we are and where we've been, where we've come from. Because sometimes we can get into that space of, I've done nothing with my life. What has it all been about? You know, we go down the rabbit hole of, seeing all the things that didn't work and seeing all the things that aren't working right now, and feeling like we haven't accomplished anything. And sometimes that happens around those big birthdays, if you're nearly 40, nearly 50, nearly 60, those ages tend to make us go, shit, I've spent all this time on this planet and I haven't done all of the things that I wanted to do. However, you haven't done all of the things maybe, but you've done a lot of things. And the thing to remember is that there's things that you've done that might seem like not very big things, but you're evolving every day. You are becoming a different person every day. You're growing, you're learning things, you're meeting people, you're watching something on TV, you're looking at something on Facebook. They're always learning new things. So that means that you are evolving, that means that you are changing, that means that you have had successes in your life. So one of the suggestions that one of my coaches gave me was to create a celebration book. So I have this book. I don't know if you can see it. I mean, it's very rainbow-esque, but on the front, the words actually say, "You are 1 in a billion, baby." You're 1 in a billion, baby. And it's got a love heart on the front, and it's rainbows, which is reflective, which is fun. And so what you do is, she calls it her book of awesomeness, Pip's book of awesomeness. And in the book, you write all of the things that you've done in your life, from learning to ride a bike, learning to talk, graduating from university, if you went to university, moving, to a new place and starting up a business, traveling to different places in the world, your first job that you ever had. Like, my first job was at Kmart in Burnie in Tasmania, and I actually was employed to work in the sports department, the sporting goods area. And I remember thinking, I have absolutely no idea what I'm talking about. People would be like, "So, is this a good bat?" And I'm like, I don't know. Do you think it's a good bat? And they were like, "Yeah, well, this is the one that Ricky Ponting uses." And I'm like, "Great." Actually, I don't think Ricky Ponting was playing cricket at that point. But anyway, because he's the same age as me. So the point is that, falling in love with people, that's an accomplishment. Like opening your heart and being vulnerable to someone is an accomplishment, is an achievement. Recovering from a breakup is an achievement. Stepping out of your comfort zone and learning a new skill is an achievement. Writing a book, Kate Gale, writing a book is a massive achievement. Even if you never publish that book, even if you write a blog or you write a letter or you write poetry and you don't actually publish it, you're still doing something. You're still being creative. You're still putting something out there into the world, right? So what I'm saying is to fill up your book of achievements, your book of awesomeness, your celebratory, whatever you want to call it, and you keep this book with you so that when you're feeling like a bit low and, not happy, you can go to your book of awesomeness or your, celebration thing, and you can say, look, I put dance classes from 12 years old to 18 years old because I danced and did like dancing with my younger sister who was way better at dancing than me, but I loved it. I loved those dance classes, and that was an achievement, right? And you might not have any of those things in your book. There might be a completely different set of things in your book of awesomeness, your achievement book, whatever you want to call it, your book of wow. This is the thing that you keep. It's a journal that you keep. It's something that you keep with you and you keep adding to as well. Because as you move through life, you learn new things. You achieve new goals. So you need to put those things into a space somewhere. Now, if you're not someone who likes to have an actual like hard copy of a book, you might like to do it in a document on your computer. And make sure that it's accessible and on the desktop so that when you're feeling like you go down that rabbit hole, you can click on that document and you can open it up and see all of the things that you've achieved in your life. Having babies, not having babies, traveling to different countries, not traveling to different countries, but seeing my own state, my own country. What jobs have you left because it didn't work for you anymore? That's an achievement. That means you actually set a boundary. Where have you, had a situation where you've gone, actually, I don't want to be friends with this person anymore because they don't serve me and I don't serve them because we just don't resonate with each other anymore. That's an achievement. That's you going, I'm up leveling. I'm going to change my friendship base because I want to have people who resonate with me better. That's something to celebrate. People start sort of worry about, letting go of people in their life and going, oh, I don't have this friend anymore. I don't have this friend anymore. Well, maybe it was for a season only. They say people come into your life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. And sometimes the season is done. The season is finished. So it's really interesting when you start to think about all the successes that you've actually had and how you can break it right down to, the first time that you bought a car, the first time that you bought anything. What was the first thing that you bought? Maybe you bought like, a pair of roller skates or a watch or a phone or something like that was like, that was a real achievement for me. I saved all my $5 notes from my cleaning job or, whatever your chores that you're doing. All of these things are successes. So now is a really good time in the supermoon of Sagittarius energy of taking a step back and seeing the bigger picture. Now is a great time to do that. And I'm in the space right now where I'm packing up my house and getting ready to move, and that space is making me look at things differently. It's making me look at the things around me and going, is that something that I really love? Do I want to keep that thing? Is that something that I could give away or sell? Or, is it something that I really want to keep because it means something to me? And there's a lot that comes with that process. So if you are in a space of, I'm not quite sure whether I'm going in the right direction, I don't know where I am right now, one of the things that you can do is start writing down the things that you have achieved and get into that space of like, yeah, I've actually achieved some stuff, you know. I've actually done quite a lot of things in my life, and I can do that again. I can set a new goal and achieve a new goal, because when we see how much we've already achieved, we can actually get inspired to do the next set of goals that we want to achieve, whether it's like just going to work next week and not being so ungracious about where we are right now, you know, being more grateful about where we actually are right now, and having a goal that goes further into the future that's like, I want a job that's better than this, because I'm ready to move and up level. Or I want a house that's better than this, or I want to travel, or I want to, you know, whatever the things are that you would like to put on your list. We're still grateful in the moment. That's the key, is still being grateful in the moment and being present. And having goals is great. Having goals gets us excited. We need to have something to look forward to. I was watching comedians in cars getting coffee, which is Jerry Seinfeld's series that he's done on Netflix, and one of the girls was saying, one of the comedians was saying, that's what her grandmother told her. You always have to have something to look forward to. And that's so true, isn't it? Because if you don't have anything to look forward to, you don't have any hope, then you lose hope. You get into that space of there's nothing, what's the point, you know? So if you're in that space of there's nothing to look forward to, it's time, now's the time to look back, see the bigger picture, write down all the successes that you've already had and the goals that you've already achieved, and then start to, maybe you could do, the front of the book could be all the things that you have achieved already, and the back of the book could be your new goals. Maybe you put, and then they could work together, work into the middle of the book and get excited, you know. It's totally up to you. It's your life. It's the way that you want to create it. So the energy of Sagittarius, full moon in Sagittarius, is what we are working with this week. And tonight in particular, today in particular, would be great. Couple of little announcements before I go. Is that there is a Reiki 1 course that's happening this weekend, the 18th and 19th of June on Phillip Island. So if you want to come and learn how to do Reiki, if you've always wanted to do it and you just didn't have the time, this weekend maybe you could give the kids to the family, the grandparents, the partner, whatever. You could come and refresh your Reiki 1 if you want to. If you've done Reiki 1 years ago and you want to refresh, or maybe you could do it for the first time and actually come and learn what energy is all about, how you can use energy to heal yourself and your family. And it's super easy. It's something that anybody can do. And I know over the years I've taught many, many people, and there's a wonderful, it's a wonderful feeling to see people when I do those attunements and open them up to the Reiki energy flow, to see them putting their hands together and going, oh, I can feel something. I can feel something flowing. I can feel the energy flowing. And when they go home and their kids say, oh, Mum or Dad, I love this feeling, you know, can you do some more? Can you help me to sleep? And their partner goes, wow, that's amazing. Can you put your hand on my head? I've got a headache. Or if they say, oh, I'm feeling anxious, you can put your hands on their belly and soothe that anxiety. So many things you can do when you have Reiki in your palms, the first aid kit in your hands. What an amazing gift to be able to give to yourself and your family. So if you'd like to learn Reiki for the first time or refresh it, this weekend, Reiki 1, 18th and 19th of June on the island. As at this stage, it's the last one that I'm doing, but you never know. I've still got one more month before I leave the island, so I may do one more in July, but I haven't confirmed anything yet. So please get in touch if you'd like to have a chat about that. Send me a DM. Write me a note under this video, and I'd be more than happy to have a chat to you about what the possibilities are for that. Also, there's a Reiki 2, level 2, on the 25th and 26th of June, if you would like to do the second level. So you've done Reiki 1, doesn't matter how long ago, and you'd like to do Reiki 2 before I leave, you could do that on the 25th and 26th of June. And the cool thing about that is that you can learn how to do your distance healing. So you can send Reiki to people, to situations, to the past, to the present, to the future. Fabulous, wonderful. You learn the Reiki symbols so that you can actually dial up somebody who's far away and send them some loving, beautiful, healing energy, which is awesome. Again, anyone can do it. You don't have to be like some special gifted savant person. You can actually do it if you're an ordinary, everyday, regular person. What an amazing thing that would be, to be able to send energy to people in other countries or situations that you'd like to heal, relationships perhaps that you'd like to heal. So I'm going to leave you with that. And if you have any questions, please send me a message. I'd love to talk to you and connect with you. If you're down here in this area, Phillip Island, then obviously please do get in touch to come and have treatment if you need it before I leave at the end of July. Otherwise, have a wonderful week, and I look forward to speaking to you again very soon. Thanks, Kerry. Nice to see you. Hi, Jade. Hi, everyone. It's nice to catch up with you all, and let me know if you have any questions. I'll see you soon. Bye.